Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm reviewing the biggest Ninjago Legacy set ever made. This is set number 71705, Destiny's Bounty. It has 1,781 pieces and it'll retail for $130 in the US when it releases sometime in August or September. It's been delayed because of the pandemic, but I actually imported this set from a UK website. And I actually got it for $25 off, which is really nice because, getting it for cheaper and 2 months early is a really great thing. Now, there are 7 minifigures in this set. I believe 2 of them are exclusive, but let's just start by looking at the legacy versions of the Ninja. So if you don't know how Ninjago Legacy works, basically I think it was just a web series, and I don't know exactly what happened in the web series, but the sets are remakes of older sets from, like 2012 to 2015. But the minifigures are not remakes. So they made new legacy minifigures for these sets. So this is like an original outfit. It's not a remake of the outfit that they wore in season 1 or 2. And, I like these outfits. It would have been nice to see straight remakes, but, it's okay. I like the dragon on Kai's front. You can see that you get the Sword of Fire in this set. You actually get every single golden weapon in this set, which is really nice. And the other thing that's awesome is that the minifigures include this, scabbard piece. So I really like it when LEGO includes, pieces like that, with the shoulder armor and to hold weapons. And so removing his hood, you can see that it is the same face from the Ninjago movie that they've been using for Kai since 2017. And that's just a quick look at his back printing. Here's Zane. I really like the torso printing on him again with the dragon. The leg printing is also really detailed. He's holding the shurikens of ice, which are the most common golden weapon piece because they're just regular LEGO shurikens that LEGO uses in a lot of sets. Every ninja in this set comes with a golden shoulder armor scabbard piece. They don't differentiate between gold and silver like they have in the past, but they do differentiate with the katanas because Zane is holding a golden katana, whereas Kai was holding a silver one. Same Ninjago movie head as Kai, and then there's the alternate face. And there's a quick look at Zane's back printing. Here's Jay. You can see he's using a normal blue for his main color and then a dark blue as his accent. Again, I like the dragon printing on the front. If I move these nunchucks out of the way a little bit, you can see the leg printing a bit better. And so these are the same build as the other legacy sets from 2019, using that newer dragon hilt piece, which I really like. I think it's really nice that LEGO includes all of the golden weapons in this set. Same piece for the sword and everything. And then he has the same Ninjago movie head. And there's his back printing with the dragon continuing around the top. All right, so here's the Cole minifigure. I think I like him the least with, with the torso printing. I really don't I don't care for his colors that much. The black is fine. But I do prefer the dark brown accent color to the orange color that they've been using in the normal mainline Ninjago sets. You can see he's got the Scythe of Quakes there. That's also the one golden weapon that I think doesn't look good built up. They changed the build for the Nunchucks of Lightning. But I like the older Scythe of Quakes a lot better. The handle on this one just looks way too thick, especially in the front there. And then I don't like this blade piece used at the top. Around the back, you can see he also has a silver katana, which I think is kind of weird. I think silver would have fit a lot better with Jay. I feel like Cole should have a gold one, because darker colors and everything. And, Jay usually has the silver accent in normal sets. Then Ninjago movie face. I hate the Ninjago movie faces. I have to say it. They've been using the exact same one since 2017. The Ninjago movie was not a good movie. It was definitely the worst LEGO movie. And just the fact that they changed the character designs to be more like the movie, which was worse than the show, just really annoys me. And so I wish that they would have gone back to normal faces for these guys instead of the Ninjago movie ones. And there's a quick look at his back printing. Here's Samurai X. I believe she's exclusive to this set, and I really love this minifigure. Definitely my favorite one in the set. Because obviously Nia in her water ninja outfit, it's not very hard to get with the Legacy line because it came in a really cheap $10 set with Kai. But I love this outfit for her. The torso printing is awesome. The leg printing looks great with that golden sash. The toe printing is great. She's holding a silver katana. And I really like that torso piece that they use for her. The shoulder attachment piece, the shoulder armor. But it's not new at all by any means. But I think it looks really good for her and it really works. So I really like that piece. Spinning around to the back, you can see her back printing. And then she's also using the same Ninjago movie face. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So she doesn't have a dedicated Samurai X face, but I'm okay with that, without the mask, but I'm fine with it because the minifigure is so good. So this is what brought a lot of attention to this set. It's Evil Lloyd, because we haven't gotten a young Evil Lloyd minifigure since 2012 when I think he only came in 2 sets. So that's really great to get a new version of him. You can see he has like the torso printing that's supposed to emulate Garmadon's. He has a green number 5 on there because, you know, he's going to be the 5th ninja and he's going to be the green ninja. So that's just a little bit of foreshadowing. I don't know what, I think this is supposed to be a fang blade, but, you know, the blade is black instead of silver. So that's a little bit odd. You know, I think there's like, Pythor was also holding like some like weapon that looked like a fang blade in like the Jay Stormfighter set. I wish that they just would have come out and made those like actual fang blades. Swinging him around to the back, if you lift up his short cape, you can see that he has a nice back printing. I wasn't expecting that with that green 5 again. And then the face is brand new because he is a child in this set, but it is, you know, it's supposed to be in the same style as the Ninjago movie face where Lloyd has green eyes and then like the thicker eyebrows. So that's okay, but again, I liked it better when Lloyd did not have green eyes. And here's Wu. He's coming. I think this is the same outfit from the Golden Mech set, so nothing really special there. Removing his hat so you can get a better look at his face. I do like this figure. It's not bad. I like, you know, the lettering down the right side. And then I love that back printing with the dragon on it. So, you know, this is a pretty good figure. And then with his beard off, you can see just, you know, more of his face and torso printing. The one thing I wish that they would do for Wu, because I've been wanting this since I was a kid in like 2012, is I wish they would make like an actual bamboo staff piece for him with like molded detailing. Because, I mean, it's been almost 10 years since Ninjago started, and I would really like to get, like, a dedicated bamboo staff piece just for Wu. All right, so here it is, the Destiny's Bounty. Now, this is a remake of the 2012 set, which was, like, $70. You know, it barely had a deck. There was no cabin at the back. There was just, like, a little pavilion. So I'm really glad that LEGO remade this. You know, like, this was the remake I was most hoping for out of the Legacy line, and it looks fantastic. I will be doing a comparison with the Ninjago movie version because this is, like... I think it's smaller. I haven't really compared them, but I think it's like significantly smaller. It definitely is on the interior, but it also does have like more play features in there. So let's just start with a quick look at the exterior. First off, I really like how they built up like the sides of the ship, just like the movie version where like you build it up on like just plates and then you just stick it onto the side. The railings are made with flex tubes and then those dragon hilt pieces. The anchors are fully brick built with like black sausages in the middle, so I really like that parts usage. I'm really glad that the sails are fabric and not plastic because I really don't like when LEGO uses those vinyl sheeting pieces. Now, these are like obviously the engines that turn around to let the ship fly, which I'll show in a second, but I like the shaping on these as well. You know, they use the golden hat pieces for detail and they just use wedge bricks to build that up. I'll take a closer look at the cabin separately, but I'm very glad that there's an actual cabin and it looks a lot like the show. Obviously, this is still not as big as the ship is in the show, but I really like how much detail they got in here, especially compared to the last one. You know, I like all these curves in here. There were some like very innovative building techniques. Back here, you do have a movable rudder. I can like barely get it on camera. It doesn't move that much, but you know, it moves enough. Then down here, I like the shaping that they achieved down here with like the curved bricks that were put in at an angle. There's another gold hat back here. There are these little stickered flag bits, and these can move a little bit, but again, I'll show that more with the actual cabin. And then this is just what the other side of the ship looks like. And now let's get into some of the play features on the deck before we get into the interior details. Sorry, I completely forgot to mention the dragon head. Now, this was a molded piece on the original, which I liked because, you know, that's how it looked in the show. Here it's brick built, which is fine because they don't have that mold anymore, and you can open the mouth. This is built up very nicely. The Ninjago movie version had 2 heads, and then this one has all the feathering coming off the sides. So I do like the way they built that head, although I also would have loved to see the original molded head return. All right, the first play feature we'll take a look at is the anchors. So right here, you've got this little wheel piece. So if you turn that wheel, it'll drop the anchors. Now, there's not like a lot of room for them to drop, but if you're hanging this off like the side of a table or something, these will go down a decent amount. So that's really awesome. I love it when LEGO includes features like that. I like turning the anchors up. And then the other small play feature on the deck is there is this little stud shooter cannon. And then if you just push it down, you know, it's just a normal stud shooter. They used a big, like, proper ship cannon piece on the original, and I would have loved to see them factor that in here. But the stud shooter's fine as well. All right, now it's time for the main play feature. We're going to make this thing fly. So first off, the way that this works with the masts is you can see the gears over here. So if you just pull down on this piece with the chains, there you go. It'll fly out like that. So I really like that. It works really smoothly. It looks great when it's out like that, and it offers a much easier access to the deck, which I appreciate. And then obviously to reset it, you just pull it up like that. And then the other play feature obviously to make it fly. I just need to move this down a little bit. You have to turn these around. So I'm gonna try to pick this up with one hand and hopefully this is going to work. But basically you just move these pieces down and then it brings out these little engines at the side. And so then the entire ship can fly. Now I'm trying to fit this in camera as best as I can. It's kind of hard to, and I don't want to I don't think I can build a stand strong enough to support it, but this looks incredible. You know, this is what I wanted from this set, and it's really awesome that it flies like this. The Ninjago movie version couldn't fly. It didn't fly in universe, and you couldn't make it fly in the set. And so it does take up a lot of interior space, but I really love that they've added in this feature, and it's just I would have so much fun flying this around as a kid, you know, if I could hold it up with one hand. But yeah, I really like that feature. It works very well. And so you can kind of make it work on the ground. The engines at the back won't turn down all the way, but they will turn down halfway. And then again, you can just see the engines pop out the side. And that's a very nice feature that's actually visible from the bottom of the ship. All right, here we go. I'm holding it with one hand again, but you can kind of see how that feature works. I didn't realize it would be open from the bottom like that. But it's really cool because, I mean, it lets you see how it works, and I appreciate that. Right, to get into the cabin, you can see that the minifigures have a door up there, but LEGO makes it really easy because you can remove the roof, but then the other thing you can do is just take off the entire cabin as one piece and then open it up for minifigures. So here's the interior of the cabin with everything removed. You can see that there are stickers here showing, you know, just a console. There's the ship's wheel, which can spin around. When you take off the cabin walls, it reveals a katana down there, and there's a little joystick on the side. There's also a screen back here that can move around a bit. It does kind of get in the way when you put the cabin walls in, but I do like how you can move it around. So we'll take a look at the cabin separately and then I'll put it back on. So here's the cabin. Again, I really like the design. You know, it's got the big window in the front. It's kind of tried to get the great detailing in there with the hot dog. They use more hot dogs on the roof, which I think is just a really nice parts usage. And then I really like the shaping on there, with the vents in there. The way they built the windows is really nice to get that small little window in there. And again, you know, I just like the design of that. That's a piece from the Ninjago movie. And like I said, you can remove the roof. And then the other thing you can do is open this up completely. So this can kind of become a little dojo training area once you separate it out. That's a sword mold from the Ninjago movie. You have two katanas in the center. Those are stickers with characters on them. There's a sai in the corner, and there's extra clips for other weapons, which is really great because LEGO gives you a lot of extra katanas in this set. And that's just a quick look at what the cabin looks like when, you know, when the walls are on. And I really like that. It's a tight fit. I don't think you can fit more than one figure in there, but it looks really great. And then to access the interior of the ship, all you have to do is grab this deck piece by the cannon and it lifts up. You can see it takes some stairs to the other areas of the ship with it, but then you can get inside. Taking the camera off the stand again just so you can get a better look in there. This is the only interior section. It's just a small training area. You can detach that training dummy and bat it around. Up front, it's blocked off with the mechanism for the anchors. At the back, it's blocked off with the mechanism for obviously the flying. There are little steps leading up this prison door frame into the cabin, which is nice. And there's another clip on the wall so you can put something else there. So it is a very limited interior. You know, the Destiny's Bounty for the movie had about 3 times the amount of space. And the only other thing in here is this little crate, which if I open it up, you can see just has a couple of common pieces in it. All right, so there's actually one more feature that I forgot to show you guys. In the roof of the cabin, if you move this down, and then you can pull this little thing out. So this is just a wooden plank, kind of. You can see that it's holding a golden katana on the side. But then the other thing you can do is pry up these little 1x4 pieces, which all of these have stickers, by the way. And inside there's 2 silver shurikens. So that's really nice. I love it when, you know, Ninjago sets like this hide away weapons. And they've left a lot of space to hide other weapons. You know, there are the clips inside. There are multiple clips all over here that you can hide things in. So I really appreciate that. And again, to reset it, just slide it in and then fold that back up. Here are the extra pieces for this set. Like I said, there's a lot of extra weapons. You know, you get 3 golden katanas, 4 silver katanas, 1 of the orange ones, and a pair each of the shurikens. Also, you get extra hot dogs, 2 of the black ones. So that's really awesome. You know, that's a great selection of extra parts. Here's the box for this set. I do like it. You know, I really love the box art. It's very tranquil. It's at sea. In the background, you can see Zane's father's lighthouse with their dragons flying. I really like that detail. There's the little snake in the corner saying featured in season 1. On top, it shows the minifigures with their names. Then on the side, you have that box art of Sensei Wu, which I appreciate. And then all the way back here, you know, you've got shots of the thing from the show, which I really like. And then it just shows you measurements and then the play features. So yeah, I think that this is very faithful to the show, and you can definitely see that with those pictures in the corner. Here's the instruction manual for this set. It is quite large. Now, something I find interesting is at the end of the instructions, there are no ads for the other Legacy sets, you know, like the Kai Fighter and like the 4+ set coming out. But there is an ad for the new like Skull Dungeon sets with like, you know, expand the game because it's like a board game. I think that's interesting that they don't like advertise the other Legacy sets, but instead they advertise these ones. And then it does actually show you the play features in the instructions as well, just like the same shots that were already on the box. All right, so now for my final thoughts on this. I really love this set. I think this is one of the best Legacy sets to be made for sure, because people wanted, I definitely wanted a proper Destiny's Bounty, you know? One with an interior, one with a cabin. The one from like 2012 was good for its time, because why would LEGO make like the home base of the Ninja only accessible in like a $150 set? So I got that. It was good for the budget that it was at. But this is just so much better, and I'm really glad that LEGO went back and made something this big. Now, is it better than the like 2017 Ninjago movie one? I'll have to think about that, and I'll probably discuss that in my comparison. But I think that for $130, this is a very good set. They easily could have sold this for $150 and it would still be worth it. 1,781 pieces, 7 minifigures, you know, like with the 2 exclusives, all of the Ninja in this set, like with shoulder armor. It's a great set for the price, you know. And if you can find it on sale, like I said, I got it for $105 before release from that website. That was a crazy good deal, you know. Like, I really lucked out there, I feel like. So yeah, I highly recommend this set, especially if you're a fan of, you know, like Season 1, like Rise of the Snakes Ninjago. You'll really love this set. So that's it for this review. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with more Ninjago Legacy reviews coming soon. Bye for now.